Hey Chinatase family, it's your girl Kimmy. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day out there in the YouTube universe. Anyways, in today's video, I just want to do a little chit chat with you guys. I just wanted to talk about dreams. Like, I'm not too sure if you guys are a dreamer, but I am definitely a dreamer, and my dreams are very vivid, and sometimes I feel like it's kind of like, how you say it just forewarns you or something like that, and that matters or something. I don't know, but I just want to talk to you today about one of my dreams, you know? I know everybody is into this UFO thing that's going on and how the government is not really telling the truth on what's really going on out there, because I'm so mad at myself that I always tell people to write down their dreams, and certain dreams, when I have them, I don't write them down because I sometimes tend to forget about them. Of course, we all tend to forget about what we dream when we wake up. So I had a dream, right? And it was a dream that I was outside with someone and we were just looking up at the stars, and it was just so bright and beautiful. But it was like tons of stars, but some of them were moving slowly, right? And then some of them were just moving fast. Well, not even fast, some of them were just staying still. And then it was just in awe, you know, just like, oh my gosh, awe. And then that dream ended, okay? Then probably a couple of nights later, not back to back, but I want to say like a couple of nights later, I had another dream. And the second dream, it was like the same thing. We were outside looking at the stars, and we were like, wow, it's so beautiful. And again, some of them were moving slowly, right? And then it was just coming down, like this. It was the stars were coming down. We're like, oh my gosh, like, you know, we weren't scared of it. No reaction. It was like we had a reaction, like, oh wow, you know, but we weren't scared of it. And it was coming down, and and mind you, I wasn't watching any kind of, because I know people say, oh, maybe you were watching like some, you know, sci-fi movie that has to deal with aliens and so forth, but I seriously wasn't. And I try not to watch too many movies before I go to sleep because I don't want it to get in my head while I sleep. But yeah, so when that happened, the dream ended. So I'm telling you this because I had won these Usher tickets, right, to see Usher in DC. Well, we were actually supposed to see Usher in October, but since Hurricane Milton came, it messed up the concert date. So they had to push the Usher concert to December. I think we went on a Monday, December 16th, I think it was a Monday. So we went to the Usher concert. My phone at the time, it wasn't able to charge regularly, so I would have to have the wireless charger because my port was bad. Of course, at the concert, I was recording so much, so I wasn't able to have like a full battery once we left, because once we left, my phone was dead, and we only had Mark's phone. So when we were heading home, it was late. We probably got home, we parked the car probably like 1:30 or so in the morning. I'm just thinking, I just know it was late, it was like around 1. So we got out the car, and when we got out the car, Mark was getting his stuff out of the trunk, and I was just standing up waiting for him. And mind you, I was just looking up at the stars. I'm a star girl. Like, I like looking at the sky. You know, I love stargazing and looking at planets. I have the app that you can see the planets and so forth. But yeah, so I was looking up, and all of a sudden I saw, I want to say it was 2 drones, you know, and I was like, okay, because they weren't planes, because they were like in the sky, like not far apart. And I was like, okay. Then I looked back down, you know, because I was looking at Mark like, okay, are you almost ready to go? Because I'm tired and we have work in the morning. So when he had said no, he's still getting his stuff out, because he had a whole luggage and stuff because he changed before going to the concert. So he's still in there trying to get his stuff out, making sure he got everything out. And I'm looking up at the sky again. I was like, and then this time it was like tiny stars. To me, it was like a whole bunch of stars. I can probably say, I'm gonna say at least 15 or so, 15 stars. That's what it looked like to me, 15 stars. And then they were moving fast, but then I was like, hold up, they're moving. And of course they're not shooting stars because they're not like leaving a trail behind, but they were moving like slowly. And I was like, Mark, this is the drones, the whole drone situation. I was like, don't you see? And then he's like, because he was in the trunk and stuff. He looked up, he was like, oh wow. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna have him say his part because it was crazy, because I was like, wow, like I never thought that we would be seeing, again, to me, when I realized, I'm like, those can't be drones because they were so tiny and far up there, you know? But then again, Mom was like, no, I heard the humming noise. But pause real quick, I'm gonna get Mark, bro.
So yeah, the night that we saw the drones, I was with Kim, obviously, and when I was in my trunk of my car, I was kind of like too into what I was doing in the trunk. I really wasn't paying mind to what Kim was saying at first. But then Kim was like, oh my God, like look at the drones in the sky, look up. And like, you know, at first I looked up and I didn't think anything of it when I glanced at it at first, because I was like, oh, they're just lights. But then I started hearing like the buzzing noise, you know, that drones make, and I'm like, that's so weird. And it wasn't even like one or two of them. It was like probably somewhere between, I don't know, like 7 to 10 of them. It seemed like it was like a lot. And it seemed like they were all like synchronized, moving together, like at the same time type of thing. And it was like freaky, like something out of a movie. And obviously with all the drone sightings that have been going on, the fact that we actually looked up into the sky at night and saw this thing so close to like our apartment building where we live, it was freaky, it was really weird. So yeah, that buzzing noise for me, at least, was definitely like a sign, yeah, these aren't, you know, just random whatever, like these are definitely, it has to be drones, because that's the kind of noise that I've heard coming from before when I've seen them in the sky. So that's what happened.
So yeah, so that was Mark's input on what he saw, what he's seen up in the sky. And I forgot to mention that these drones, or whatever you want to call them, they were like different shapes. Like there was ones that were like different shapes. There was tiny ones, and there was ones that were, I can't even say medium sized, but they were like big ones. I don't know. It's very weird. They're all with different sizes, and one of like 3 of them were like a constellation. I think it's called the Orion's Belt. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna show a picture of it. And it was like in the shape of like an Orion's Belt, and it was moving. It was moving east. Yeah, it was moving east, like towards the beach. And mind you, we have like another private airport by our house, so I'm not sure if they went to the private airport. And after they left, it got cloudy, right? And then it started to rain. It could like disappear behind the clouds, and it started to rain. And we're like, oh my gosh, this was crazy. So that's my, not my story, but like that's my encounter with first time seeing those UFOs, drones, whatever they were up in the sky. From this point on, I haven't seen anything like that. If you guys have any encounters or anything that you've seen in the sky related to this issue, comment down below and share your story. I'm so mad at myself that I didn't capture it on video, because that would have been great for people to see and for us to connect with other people to share their stories on what they see. I hope someone out there can share their story on their encounters with the flying drones, or whatever you want to call them. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like this video and comment down below and subscribe to your girl's channel. Bye.